Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Jimmy Dore Show. I'm here with Ron Placone.
How's it going, Jimmy?
It's going okay because we have some good news. We just reported how when the jobs report... Oh,
I have good news.
You have
I
good
have
news?
a cool new T-shirt I wanted to tell you about.
oh, I forgot all about it. Look at
It's a
that.
really cool T-shirt.
I like that T-shirt. Neoliberalism sucks. That's
I'm going
right.
to be a hit at parties now. I'm stoked.
You can get that right there at our store at Spreadshirt. That's a nice shirt. Thank you very much. Well, the jobs report came out last week, and all of a sudden the stock market tanked because workers saw a rise in their pay, which sounded crazy to us. And now, get this. It's from Bloomberg. German factory orders surge, and workers score a labor deal. So this is from Bloomberg. They go, Robert Bosch GmbH raked in record profits and revenue last year and foresees more growth in 2018. And Siemens AG said orders surged 14% in the final 3 months of 2017. So things are doing gangbusters over in the German economy. Orders were extremely dynamic in the second half of 2017, the economy minister said. Brisk demand from abroad brought full order books and good sentiment in companies. German industry should start strongly in 2018. So that's all good news. So, you would think so that's all good news. The problem in America is that when business picks up in America and we start producing more and our GDP goes up and production goes up, wages stay flat. They don't share the profits with the people who generated those profits since 1980, coincidentally. When we started this bullshit trickle-down supply-side neoliberalism economy, workers haven't seen a pay raise. And by the way, corporate profits skyrocketing.
Hence the T-shirt.
Neoliberalism sucks. So guess what? So the unions in Germany were like, hey, wait a minute. We got to get our piece of this prosperity. And guess what? German union wins right to 28-hour working week and a 4.3% pay raise. How does that make you feel to be in the United States? You don't even get a union. They tell you if you want a union, you're going to get less money or some stupid shit like that, and people believe it. Right to work for less money. That's what they call it in the United States, right to work. For less money. Nissan has, don't quote me on the exact numbers, 49 plants worldwide, Nissan. 3 of them, all of them are union except 3. And those 3 that are non-union, right here in the United States. Look at this. This is Germany. Oh my God! Unions are going to kill profits. They'll hurt business. People, I love people who they have to protect corporations. They're going to hurt business, and the corporations will leave if you guys want more money. They'll leave. The corporations will leave. That's what they always say. So look at that. They are a 28-hour working week now. That's a little misleading because they're not all going to work 28 hours. What that means is that if you have a job there, you can work as little as 28 hours if you want to because you have other stuff happening in your life, like you have to take care of someone sick in your family or for whatever reason. So it's not like everybody. So it's a little different how it works over there, but you have the right to do that. Plus, they get a 4.3% pay raise, which is pretty nice. This is from the Financial Times. The labor agreement is a product of Germany's economic boom, which has given unions an unusually strong... Get out of here. It's a little... I don't know if you can see that little gnat. Which has given unions an unusually strong hand in collective bargaining talks this year. Last year, the economy grew at its fastest rate since 2011, and unemployment it's at its lowest since reunification in 1990. So look at the German economy's booming. And they decided to share some of that with the workers. Isn't that weird? How did they negotiate this? Well, in negotiations, IG Metall, that's the union, argued workers deserve to be compensated for booming industrial earnings and demanded a 6% raise over 12 months. So they compromised at 4.3%. That's not too bad, huh?
So it's like they asked for a share in the profits that everyone was seeing, and they compromised so that everyone got a little bit of what they wanted. And now I have a feeling things will keep going good because some of those workers have more money in their pocket.
Yeah.
They might work a little less. And then what they're probably going to do is they're probably going to go out and spend that money.
Yes.
Crazy.
Crazy. The sector's strength helped the country's largest union, representing some 3.9 million metal workers and engineers, win a 4.3% pay increase over 27 months in a key state, plus additional one-time payments. Plus, they got some bumps, like some bonuses, and some options to temporarily reduce their working hours. So if you want to reduce your working hours for whatever reason, you can do that now with their new agreement, which is pretty cool. The wage settlement was reached, but that didn't come easy. It was reached in the early hours of Tuesday after 6 rounds of often bruising talks and a series of 24-hour strikes. So they had to go on strike to get this done. They had to, even in Germany, where unions are super strong, they still had to strike. Even when the economy's booming, they still had to strike to get their piece of the pie. Isn't that amazing? I think it is. IG Metal had pushed for 6%, blah, 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 blah. It also, get this, so this is what they did to get this done. They pushed for 6% annual rise and held the 24-hour strikes to press its demand. So they were striking. Mm-hmm. It also threatened to ballot its members on extended industrial action if employers failed to budge.
So they hit the pavement when they have to.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And they threatened.
Yeah.
And they didn't were like, oh, please don't take your job. Please don't take our job away.
Exactly. They didn't do that.
So this 2-year deal covers 900,000 workers in the metals and electrical industries in Baden-Württemberg, home of several of Germany's most high-profile industrial groups, including Daimler, the car maker, and Bosch. Remember Daimler and Chrysler hooked up for a while? I don't know if they still are. You probably don't remember that?
I don't.
That's probably before your time. But IG Metals agreements tend to be seen as benchmarks for the whole of German industry, and it's now expected to be rolled out in other sectors. The parties agreed, okay, so that's up. Workers will be allowed to reduce their working week from the standard 35 hours to 28 while preserving the right to return to full-time work. So it's not everybody's going to be doing that. Most people probably, I'm going to guess, will still work for a full-time 40-hour week or 35. Look at that, standard 35. They have 35.
Hey, we're switching our work week. Oh, you're finally bumping yourselves up to 40. No. We're going down to 28. How are things in the States? Anything different?
I think France has 35-hour work weeks, too. Mm-hmm. In an editorial, the Business Daily Handelsblatt said the deal reflected the credo of the new age, that time is more valuable than money. So that's that whole about reducing it down to 28 hours. The wage settlement is a milestone on the path to a modern, self-determined world of work, said Jorge Hoffman, IG Metals chairman. So it's about giving more power to the worker when you want to work. When you don't, you could still balance your life and work. It's not just work. Mr. Hoffman said the deal would have a positive effect across the economy with the significant increase in income strengthening domestic demand. So there you go. That's how you get it done. You go on strike. You have strong demands. You stick together, and you get your piece of the pie. Of the profit, just like you're supposed to. You're generating that profit. You should share in some of that profit. That doesn't happen in the United States anymore.
Yeah, and really everybody wins, and I do mean literally everybody, because when you have a good work-life balance, you're generally more productive because you're happier, you're not overworked, so you're maximizing those hours. I mean, there's tons of studies out there that indicate like half the hours a lot of people are at work, like they don't even really need to be there. I mean, we should totally have a better work-life balance in the United States.
I'm with you 100% on that, Ronsky. Okay, there you go. Bringing some good news. If you live in America, try to join a union, try to start one. Don't be fooled by the right to work nonsense. That's propaganda. That's corporate propaganda. Right to work.
Yeah, that's code for your employer can do whatever they want to you.
Yeah, that's code to you have a right to work for less money with no protections. That's what right to work is.
Yeah.
So what we have to do is we have to make sure you have a right to subscribe to this show, because even if you think you are subscribed, check. You probably are unsubscribed. They're doing it all the time. And please come do it. Please come see our live shows. We're going to be February 24th in San Diego, March 25th in Austin, Texas, February 16th here in Burbank, California. For all live dates, go to jimmydorcomedy.com. Please become a patron. That's another way to support the show. Get a Neoliberalism Sucks t-shirt. That's another way to support the show. Lots of ways. Thanks for your support.